welcome back. So here's Ruby. Yes, I love you too. Okay, so here's Ruby. So today's video is all about what Ruby is and what she does. So Ruby is my service dog in training. She is almost 11 months old. She was born May 27th, 2019. Am I boring you? She just did a big yawn. So she's almost 11 months old. And she is in training to be my multi-purpose service dog. So multi-purpose just means that she fits into more than one category. So she's not just one category. So Ruby is my, in category terms, psychiatric medical alert. So because she's 2, most of the time I just say multi-purpose. But, so I'll just kind of get into it. The psychiatric part, she is in training. She is learning to alert and respond to my anxiety, alert and respond to my episodes, alert and respond to my depression. Now, I don't want to go too deep into what I deal with because obviously that's personal, but some of the things that she alerts to is when I'm going into a dissociative episode, when I'm going into a panic attack or an anxiety attack, that kind of stuff she alerts to and responds to. She also does interruptions to some behaviors that happen that tell her that I'm going to be going into one soon to prevent one from happening. Okay, so the medical part of her that she's being trained to do is do hypoglycemic or low blood sugar alerts. Hi, what you doing? Hi. So I am not formally diagnosed with anything quite yet because we are doing a lot of testing of me right now. At this point in time, we're not sure if it's just hypoglycemia to the extreme or if it's reactive hypoglycemia or if it's type 1 early onset or if it's type 2 early onset. We don't know. The biggest issue is because of the fact that I am adopted in a closed adoption from Russia, we do not know my family history. So we do not know if I, in fact, have a history of diabetes in my family or blood sugar issues in my family. But we do know that there is something going on. We have found that at random points in the day, I drop. My blood sugar tanks, and it does it fast, and it does it suddenly. So we're kind of trying to work on some stuff to try and stabilize it, because right now it's really not stable. The whole point of this. Ruby's training, I am training her to alert to my low blood sugars. So she is just starting scent training. We're about 3 or 4 weeks into scent training. We had to stop a little bit because of some family stuff going on and things, but we're getting back into it soon. And so she's going to be learning to alert to my low blood sugar, and eventually when she learns that, then I'll teach her to retrieve things to help me with it, such as my kit to test, or my Dex tabs, or a juice box, or in my fridge, or something like that. So at night, you can kind of see right there, I'm in my bed, obviously, and at night, right next to my bed, Ruby, down, I always have Dex tabs, always, and I have my kit. So eventually, Ruby will hopefully be able to retrieve my kit and Dex tabs if I need it. Now, the important part about that is the fact that I am currently, due to the fact that I go low every day, sometimes more than once a day, it's very important that I always have my kit with me, because right now I only use finger pricks. That's what her job is. Now let me talk about Ruby. Okay, so Ruby is an Australian Labradoodle. Most people don't realize what breed she actually is. Most of the people are just like, oh, Australian Shepherd Poodle. And I'm like, nope, that's not what she is. It's called an Australian Labradoodle because this strand of the Labradoodle was bred first in Australia. So she is very flinchy right now and psycho. So she is a Poodle, Labrador Retriever, Curly Coat Retriever, Irish Water Spaniel, and Cocker Spaniel. American Cocker Spaniel, I think. And so with these breeds, obviously, you don't know what you're gonna get. You can kind of guess it, but you don't know for sure because of the different breeds. Because she has a small breed in her, like the Cocker Spaniel, but she has a lot of medium to larger breeds, like the Curly Coated Retriever and the Poodle are larger than the other breeds. And then the Irish Water Spaniel, I don't know much about them, so I can't say for them. But basically, you don't know what you're going to get. So for her, she is not a standard. She is a medium. So the most she would go to is 45 pounds. Right now, she's hitting, I don't know, she's in there. She's somewhere in there. And so she is not done growing. She will not be done growing for another year. Because they don't stop growing until they're about 16 months old. You being floppy, puppy. Puppy. You're floppy. She's being very floppy. What's this? Yeah. So that's her. As she gets older, I'm going to have to assess her to see if she's big enough and tall enough and weighs enough, because I'm kind of hopeful that she will be able to do guide work, a little bit of guide for me for some situations, such as forward momentum and exiting a building and things like that, like helping me get away from things that might trigger me or start to cause a situation where she can bring me to a place safely. Things like that. I know the dog has to be within 30% of your height and weight. Right now, her height actually meets just at 30% of my height. Her weight is not quite there, but because of the guesstimation of how big she's going to be, she will get there. I'm not personally going to say how much I weigh or how tall I am or anything like that, because it's personal information, and I'm telling you she is big enough for the job right now. I do still have to get her joints checked, though. That is something I will do when she's fully grown. So at the age of about 2 years old, I will get her joints checked. Just to be sure that, like, her joints are okay for guide and that kind of stuff. But aside from that, that's Ruby. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what other videos you kind of want to see, maybe some gear videos, things like that. I am going to do a gear video soon. I'm just waiting on the rest of my gear, because I'm waiting for a lot of gear to come right now. So because of the whole isolation, COVID, quarantine stuff going on, things obviously are delayed, or they're not here yet, or slowed down, that kind of stuff, which is understandable. So I kind of just got to wait this out. But I will make a video of all the gear I have. Bye!